we are. Attention. Yeah, attention, for God's sake.
Just get to the dancing part.
Next week, an evil space ruler seeks the services of a doctor.
Here he is. There's Q in the background.
Oh, it's going to be a big night tonight.
It is.
Hit that curtain.
Big night.
Hit those curtains. Hopefully, when we hit those curtains, Pete's going to be behind them. Anybody seen Pete? Hello, Pete.
There's the dad.
Is he here? Hey,
I
D-side.
haven't seen him yet.
Rob, can you get a message to Pete? Hey, Janice.
I had an accident. I dropped my guitar and I snapped the head sock, but I think it's okay.
There
he is.
There he is. It's about bloody time. Ha ha. All right.
Okay, how do we...
I'm going to post the link very briefly into the chat. But the only person we're going to let up at this point is Pete. Somebody yell at Pete.
Pete!
Yeah, Donald, yell louder.
Oh, that's not a clickable link, is it?
Well, you can copy it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not hard.
That's what she said. Oh! Yeah, you walked right into that one.
No, I didn't. You ran after it. Didn't ya? You know what I mean?
So I don't know if you heard after me going up and crying in the doctor's office, I got my script refilled like 2 hours later.
Yeah, that was good.
So currently, right now, Daddy's highest. Well, you know what I'm going to say.
As a kite.
Yeah.
He's here. There's Pete.
Oh, it says fucking people at that Brockwin Jays.
Okay, how do I get the sound through my headphones, though?
Well, first of all, I can hear your vocal, so...
Yeah, your voice is fine. Let's hear your guitar.
You can't hear the
He can't hear us, can he?
You're coming out through my phone.
Oh, okay. You've just got to go into the StreamYard settings. So if you go to the bottom of the Windows little gear wheel, and then you can select your audios and ins and outs.
Okay, hold on. Settings, audio, microphone. This iPhone microphone is not recognizing automatic cancellation, mic volume.
Could you type quieter there, Q?
You can hear me typing?
You're thumping on the poor thing. No wonder your keyboards die.
If I do that,
I'm going to stream this to our audience.
And you're going to want echo cancellation off.
yeah, echo cancellation's off. I can hear myself through the headphones, but I can't.
You're not hearing us at all.
And I have everything plugged in.
I'm going to see.
Jesus.
Are you hearing the guitar through, what, your phone?
Huh?
Are you hearing my guitar?
Yeah, I can hear the guitar.
But through the phone or through your headphones?
Through the phone.
Right.
And the only mic option I see here is iPhone.
What about speakers? So that should be speakers too, right? Mm-hmm. Because your mic is your mic, but the speakers is the...
Maybe is your phone plugged in or is it by a Bluetooth?
No, it's plugged in through USB-C.
Okay, I would unplug it and then see if that then frees up your other connections.
All right.
And then see if you have the other options.
Don't ask me, I'm using an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yep.
An Etch-a-Sketch and a closing play.
Yeah.
Let me try
Leapfrog.
switching connections around. Should I just do it directly through my laptop?
Should be able to. Yeah.
You been running up? Alright, let's try it through my laptop then.
Cushman.
Yeah.
Well, so far we got Steve Resort just came in. He's going to be causing trouble. Sandra Picorni.
Yep. Who's giving us an FFS. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. Touch the three dots, dummy. The sides here. Florida Claimer's dead. Oh, boy. Some guy named Drew P. Ball.
Yep.
Janice Donald.
That would be Craig.
Brian just dropped in to tell me to shut up.
Yeah.
Tonex. Starman 45.
Tonex 3. Or Tonex 13. Or Tone 13.
I don't do metric system stuff.
Or
I don't know what that is.
13.
Duck Dog just walked in.
I know. He's like that.
We're trying to. Oh, Pete's got one of them curb monitors. By the way, my monitor is currently being held up with a shitload of zip ties and some packing tape.
No, R2's gonna leave.
Why is it every time? I mean, I'm just trying to get this started. We're trying to get Pete going. My phone rings. R2, R3 Lucky Nut. What's up, brah? All my jokes, they just never get old.
I know.
They never get old. I'm hilarious.
And they age like milk. Yeah.
Everything that God is cheese.
Ooh, lumpy and stinky.
By the way, I got a new watermelon. I just cut it, and right next to it was some older hamburger that's, I don't think it's supposed to be brown and little specks of green.
Not really.
I'm not even going to smell it. It's going straight in the garbage. Yeah. I don't even think ketchup would save that.
Wow, that's far gone.
Oh, I'm saying Pete's got one of them curb monitors. It's awesome.
He do, don't he? It got really hot and warped.
It's like you ever leave a cassette tape case on the dash of your car and
oh my God. You know what? It's really sad, but one of the bands that I was in England, we did a proper demo, and the only audio copy I have is a sun-bleached cassette that, for the first 30 seconds is all phasing and,
John DeShane has been in here for 30 seconds and hadn't told me to turn off my wah pedal yet.
Oh, well, hey, I didn't even see him come in. Jono!
Ryan's
here.
I did get a Les Paul, but I knocked it over and snapped off the headstock. And
you don't even really need to knock them over. You can just kind of look at them with a, stern look, and the headstock drops off.
Well, you do know that it's better to snap it off and then re-glue it.
It's way stronger as well.
Yeah.
You know what I just worked on yesterday? A really nice 1980 Les Paul Standard with a gorgeous volute on the back of the head. Really sexy volute. Yeah.
I posted another picture of me playing my 81 Custom. And you
got a question about your guitar.
I'm doing the Eddie Van Halen G-string harmonic thing. But you can see that just the nails of my left hand are painted black and not my right, because that was the Nuno Betancourt thing.
Yeah.
Didn't make me play like Nuno at all.
Didn't give you your Nuno tone?
No.
Wow.
Who was asking a question?
Decide.
I got this from same guy who gave me that. And I should really remember his name. Dave. This is what is this? It's an eart.
Yeah. The question. That was the question.
There you go.
Is it an eart?
Eart.
An ear tee.
I'm pretty sure it's got stainless steel frets.
I hope we haven't lost Pete.
24 frets. I think he was going to go hook up his laptop the other way or something. Oh, wait, is the link still in there? Does he still have the link?
Well, he would come back in chat, I think, if he didn't have it, so.
Okay. You had a purple one of these years ago? Archie's like, oh, dang it, Rumshow. They put the neck on backwards? I don't know, man. I just play the stupid
Why,
thing.
because the dots are on the other side?
Well, just up here in the expensive real estate.
So maybe
look at that stretch though. Doesn't that look like ridiculously like 3-octave stretch? Cause
yeah. Well, maybe they cut it at the 12th fret and then turn the top bit around. Maybe that's what they did. Because that would make sense.
Look at the plastic. You know what I hate about some companies? Like really high-end companies, sir? Like the back plate to be recessed and then the trim cover plate will not be recessed. I hate that. Road edges, dude, it's the fret. There's no fret sprout. It's not bad, dude. And they're only like what, $350 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Blue Mox causing trouble.
He's giving us a hard time. Oh, you want the link back? Here we come. Here we come. It's come.
Okay, I added. Archie said, "How many streams are you streaming?" So maybe I'll turn mine off.
I guess it gets to a point where you could dilute it, if you know what I mean.
I hope I don't delete myself here. Okay. Well, let's go to the channel and see how many.
Who's playing an abomination? Did John just react to you having a little dig at Sir there?
I didn't know he caught that. I thought I was using my inside voice, John.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Dragging on me again.
Yeah. You like it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, very funny, Round Eye. Oh, you know what that beat sounded like?
You think so?
No.
No.
Oh, boy. John's already dirtying up the chat.
Yep. But you know what? We know he's not fibbing. It's just kind of sad.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Yeah.
How do you think I threw out my shoulder? Drew P. Ball.
Yeah. Not plural, notice.
Does it look like I got a big fucking... See that big thing right there? That's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's the bit they're going to cut out?
Yeah, I see him...
Is that next Friday?
Yeah. But, well, next Friday is my preliminary visit, right?
Oh, okay.
And then I guess he'll decide...
You're not under the knife next Friday.
No. Then I guess he'll decide when he's going to slit my throat and install me some boobs. We'll see.
Yep, you betcha.
Is that what they call a goiter? No, it's called a big-ass thyroid thing supposed to be there thing.
Mm-hmm. I hope...
Went throughout his shoulder by giving up the armpit.
Doing all right. Yeah, that's probably nearer the truth, right?
You know, the really funny thing about that whole story is that it's actually true. It happened.
Not that you threw your shoulder out, but hey, you know what I'm going to do while Pete is still trying to figure stuff out? Why don't we do the giveaways?
Oh, okay.
Let's do that. Here we go.
If my power decides to go out, Kentucky is like under death. Our governor has already issued a disaster, and it's supposed to be hail and wind and locusts, and the cigarette lady may come by again. I don't know. So if I just drop off, you'll know the power went out. You did not, John. Who's in a team meeting with my management group, and I told them that story about you in the armpit. Oh, my God.
Why do I not think he's lying? Anyway, so here's last week's list of people on the wheel. It's on the wheel.
Do you have the spinny noise? Because I really dig the spinny noise.
Here's the spinny noise. So anyway, what I should do is explain the prizes for last week. So I have this wonderful Levy's Leathers.
You can highlight yourself if you want.
Oh, God. There's Pete. Hi, Pete. Hang on.
Hold on, Pete. Hold on, Pete.
So we have this cool Levy's Leather. Comes kind of retro, kind of 50s diner graphic.
Oh, that's cool as shit, man.
I know, right? It's fun. And we have a
her Pete's guitar.
Kaiser. Capo.
I got one too, but mine's red.
Yep. And
I used it on that James Blunt song. You're beautiful, man. Oh, cool. Shit.
Cool little Stag clip-on tuner. So we got a little package of 3 things for this week.
Nice.
Next week, which everybody who's in the chat will get entered for this, is another one of these little beauties. One of the owner Platinum Distortion pedals.
Now, who used that? Was it Marty Friedman? Or
it was indeed. He endorsed those. Yeah. That specific model. Anyway, here we go. Ready for the clicky spinny noise?
Yeah. That's awesome. Better not be Jimmy Biter again.
I know.
Woo! Oh. Boner jams. Oh my God. That's epic.
There we go.
That is epic.
There you go.
You can put me on screen. There, speak of the devil, dude. Boner, you just won, dude. Oh my God.
Hey, Boner Jams, you just won this week's giveaway. There you go. All right. How's it working there, Pete? What's going on?
Now I can't hear your voice.
Yeah, I can't hear your voice.
I thought I heard your guitar. Now I don't hear anything. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, now I'm hearing guitar.
No vocal. No vocal. It's like an old Chinese movie. We'll hear its voice in about 10 seconds and it won't match up.
Yes.
Can you hear us? Hello? Okay, you can hear us. Well, that's good. I hear guitar.
I hear you.
Wait, hold on. It's like no effects at all.
Super clean, super DI'd.
Yeah. It's low in volume and it's like direct, like your guitar's plugged right to the mixer.
Like when I said DI'd? Yeah.
Yeah. Hard ass.
Oh. He's thunked of something.
I think he's just going to connect to an RP.
RP360 XP. Because they are guaranteed to get you on the internet.
All day, all night this year.
I know.
I can't believe Boner Jams won. That's just epic.
Yeah, there you go.
So that when he tunes like 3 whole steps down, he can use the capo like normal people.
Yes, he can put the capo at the 8th fret and get back up to standard pitch. Yeah.
You put on the 8th fret, I'll show you that James Blunt song, man. It's beautiful, brother. It's James Blunt, man. Oh, my God. I am YouTube Boner. What? Oh, I'm not following. Still nothing, Pete. I don't get it, man, because he's like...
He's the king of great sound on his
I
own
know,
things.
And it's... Did you try turning it off and turn it back?
Pete, Q and I are going to jam something, and as soon as you think you've got something happening, just join in. First tune is for us E-flat people, D minor.
Which dot is that?
That's the 10th fret, so it's like it's after the last dot, but 2 before the double dot.
Holy shit, Pete, man! I'm a bro. We're gonna get this working, damn it.
We are. We're not gonna let it down.
Wait. By the way, I don't know if Pete noticed, but look up here, Pete. My keyboard is changing colors all by itself. There's no charge for that, man. That's a special thing you get on Guitar Talk Universe. Changes colors all by. Look, see now it's red. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
Thanks, buddy.
That's important, man.
It is.
Oh, I'm gonna need the wall. Hi!
You can come down a bit. Not that much. Nice. Doing the R2.
Whoops. Hey, Ma! Uh-oh. You can put me up there if you want.
I was busy. If you are Craig, then Q is Huggy Bear. Q is Huggy Bear.
A lot of wah.
Oh man, I'm gonna let this groove go. Yeah, know what I mean? Know what I mean? Gonna go shopping.
All day. Thank you.
Sweet.
Way up, boob.
I prefer the tip thing.
It didn't work. I was trying to be impressive and didn't.
But I think the problem was there, it didn't just fall off the rails. There were no rails.
All right, smart ass.
Oh my God! What could I possibly do?
I think my happy pills are starting to kick in.
Oh, nice. Are you playing in the color 8? There's nothing wrong with those irrits, man. I'll tell you, they're cool little guitars. Hey, if Pete is still listening, I'd like him to come back, even with his phone, because I want to just kind of chat with him, have a little interview.
Are you telling me to shut up?
No.
I missed it.
So you're going to fob it off on me?
Careful, John DeShane's gonna call you. Janice, refresh, baby. It's all working fine. Oh, you broke something. Dude, you're going to rupture your pancreas one of these days.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's more of a Pollock.
Tommy, if you want to... Wait, fuck, what's his name? If you want to come back on, dude, just come on and talk for a minute.
We can at least have a chat with you through the phone. It's all good.
I don't know if it helps when I point like this.
It always helps.
If you want to pick a time sometime tomorrow, since it's Saturday, we can do like just a private stream and find out what's going on. And oh dear Lord, I gotta go. Here's Johnny Heartbreaker.
Then you have to play something for him. Is that it?
That oven is on fire. Your guitar looks like Van Gogh on acid.
It's more of a Pollock. You know what I mean?
Really, my living room doesn't look like that. It's got never mind.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, Rob. Like you had serious teething trouble, just as we all did.
Oh,
so
dude, yeah.
We absolutely know that we can figure out whatever's derailing your
Look, dude,
stuff right now. But yeah,
when
I was really trying to have trouble finding words.
When Sandra loses her mind because we don't know what the 3 dots means.
Well, because usually what it is to do because we've never read anything.
Oh, manual.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking manuals. Yeah.
Yeah, but
we don't need to click on menus. That's nothing. Nobody needs that.
Okay, so here's currently what's going on in Kentucky. We're about to die. So.
Well, apparently Kentucky just became a big black rectangle. Is that normal?
Is my camera not working?
Your camera's working.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just saying your the weatherman had just like a big black rectangle up on the map.
Oh, well.
Has the wind pushed it that hard? It's gone into a rectangle?
I'm just hoping where they can draw something and it looks like a big penis so I can freeze it and put it on Facebook.
Because that would be funny. I like it when they do that. When they go, it's like it's here and it's going to go this way. Yeah.
Yeah, Janice, we're about to die.
Yep.
See, everybody says get in your bathtub. Oh, my bathtub's on the 2nd floor. Probably not a good idea.
And made of plastic too, right?
Yeah.
Not very 2x4 proof.
So anyway, back to Pete, man. If you just want to come on your phone and
it's Alexis P.
Kind of say, but I was going through YouTube and this Pete Metal guy came on. I'm like, oh no, the guitar player. Who's this guy? Holy shit, dude. Yeah. The boy's a monster guitar player, and I'm sad that we haven't got it working yet.
Walking encyclopedia of metal songs of many decades. It's quite something. So
yeah,
and he's got some pretty guitars.
Oh, he's got killer guitars.
Yeah,
way better than my ear.
Yeah. So Rob, if you have a way of contacting Pete, because we don't. Much as we had him invited as a guest, we didn't actually have an email or anything. So
yeah, I put my email up there, but I don't know if he's thought it was a joke because it's America Online email.
Old David's a 1987 first year.
Oh,
with the original JT6.
What's a JT6?
That's remember the original Jackson and Chauvel Floyd with the fine tuners on the back edge?
Oh, did it have a Kaler nut behind the...
Yes.
I had a Model 88 that was beautiful. The trim was bad. It was that.
But they also used that awful Kaler built one as well. That was really bad. So
had
this is good. This is based on the Floyd design, and it's much more gooder.
Sandra's yelling at us again. What are we doing wrong?
What do we do? Sorry.
She says, "Oh my God, again!" Look, no contact info.
In my defense, I was left unsupervised. No, I mean, in my defense, I actually spoke to him online today and said, "Hey, how do I get this to you?" And nothing happened. He was busy. apparently. So it wasn't all my fault. Some of it was Quentin's fault. I can guarantee it.
Dude, I hate that this is not working. Because I wanted Pete to come on and just blow everybody's mind.
We will sort it out, and
we'll get him.
We will get him on here, and yeah, let's drop. Oh, there he is.
Because the last thing I want is a smack upside the head by Sandra.
Shut up. Let's. There he is.
Because the last thing I want is a smack.
We have a
upside the head by
fantastic
Sandra.
echo. Shut up. Let's. There he is.
Because the last thing I want is a smack.
We have a
upside the head by
fantastic
Sandra.
echo. Shut up.
Turn your delay pedal off.
There he is.
Because the last thing I want is a
We
smack.
have a
upside the head by
fantastic
Sandra.
echo. Shut up.
Turn your delay pedal off.
There he is.
Because the last thing I want is a smack.
We have a
upside the head by
fantastic
Sandra.
echo. This is the remix, right?
Turn your delay pedal off. No, it's awesome. Because the last thing I want is a smack. upside the head by Sandra.
Mute your YouTube or whatever it is.
he just muted. He's like,
there we
fuck,
go.
hold
Something
on.
happened.
He's like, hold on.
Yes, Johnny Heartbreaker, you were tripping.
So he's got to turn the echo cancellation off, and then please let that just solve everything.
I don't know.
Sandra's like, we're all tripping. Actually, I'm close to tripping because
you're on drugs. Yeah. Okay, so what did you do different, Pete? That
move to another side of the room or something.
I hope that's a genuine compliment, Sandra.
But this is fucking great.
Yes. I somehow feel there's a tinge of criticism there. Oh, actually, yeah, everyone's doing stuff. Yeah, slowly. That's the problem.
I sent way up due to smoking. I feel funny. And it smells like skunk in my house.
Well, I bought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Oh, God. That was really bad.
We can't. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we don't. Well, you muted your mic.
Oh yeah, you unmuted.
Can you turn? Yeah. You can,
let me get in there and. I can't edit his. Where are we? It won't unmute. There you go. That's interesting.
Pete, you muted your mic.
Oh, you can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves. So the guest has override.
Yeah, Pete, unmute your mic.
Yeah, Pete.
I'm the only one that can do that. That makes any sense. Yeah, we can't hear you.
You're muted.
Yeah, I think.
If he cannot hear you.
I think if you go down where it says mute, stop cam, settings.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. It went off.
Okay, you're unmuted now. Let's see if we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Bueller?
You want us to play or something, and or are we echoing? Oh, okay. Now that sounds like your echo cancellation is on. Can I edit his settings now? Let's have a look. Yes. Echo cancellation is on. That sounds like your echo cancellation is on. Can I edit his... Oh, he turned it down. Echo cancellation is on. Can I edit his... Oh, he turned it down. Echo cancellation is on. Can I edit his... I've never heard echo cancellation is... I've never heard such a long repeat. Have you?
Well, I've seen some long... Never mind.
Yeah.
Not mine, though. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, we got the big delays.
Fish is freaking out.
Uh-oh. There's going to be torches and pitchforks. Because what I also don't want to do is screw up his settings for his live shows.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like your guitar is direct again. There's no effect, distortion, anything. Does he have YouTube open? Oh, that would be the echoey thing. Yeah. There's Patrick Trites.
You made it home, Alexis? So are you now back in Toronto or wherever it is?
Oh, that would be the echoey thing. Yeah. There's Patrick Trites.
You made it home, Alexis? So are you now back? So your guitar sounds like DI'd. Like, are you running modeling, like software?
We still don't hear your voice.
I wonder if
William?
If he's running through a door, whether he's got to change the settings in the door.
William?
If he's running through a door, whether he's got to change the settings in the door.
William?
If he's running through.
Sounds like the delay went away.
It's because he unplugged his mic.
No guitar.
No guitar.
Nope. And your mic is muted again.
Hey Pete, if you can hear us, let's not worry about any jamming today. We'll set it up for another day. I would just like to talk to you, like have a chat with you.
Yeah.
And let our audience learn a bit more about you.
I'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Pete, just turn your mic on and can we hear your voice? Nope, don't. It's muted.
You're muted. So don't worry about playing guitar. Let's just see if we can have a conversation.
It's muted.
There you go. You're muted.
Nope. And we hear the echo.
Yeah, don't worry about playing guitar. Let's just see if we can have a conversation.
It's muted.
There you go. You're muted.
Hello.
I heard. Yep. Nope. And we hear the echo.
Yeah, don't worry about playing guitar. Let's just see if we can have a conversation.
Wow, it's like 10 minutes ago.
Hello.
Do you have YouTube open or something?
We hear the echo. Wow, it's like 10 minutes ago.
Hello.
Do you have YouTube open or something? I do sound Australian, don't I?
Echo cancellation.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Hello.
Do you have YouTube open or something? This is beyond echo cancellation.
Triple.
Echo cancellation is on. Let me turn it off.
Do you have YouTube open or something?
Actually, I'm so high right now, this makes perfect sense.
Echo cancellation is on. Let me turn it off.
Actually, I'm so high right now, this makes perfect sense.
Echo cancellation is on. Turn it off. Q, you are not helping.
Actually, I'm so high right now, this makes perfect sense. Shut up.
Cancellation is on.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Q, you are not helping.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. We just got to fix this echo. You have got something sending it back around.
Like a loop.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
We just got to fix this echo. Rich, if anybody's on mushrooms, they're going to have a great time.
Like a loop. Yeah.
We just got to fix this echo. Rich, if anybody's on mushrooms, they're going to have a great time.
Like a loop.
Just got to fix this echo. Rich, if anybody's on mushrooms, they're going to have a great time.
Like a loop.
If anybody's on mushrooms, do you want to just plug your phone in again? Because we could at least have a conversation, I think. If we just base it on your phone. Just plug your phone in again? I don't think it is going to end, Sandra. This is like we could at least have a This is like
that.
Oh my god.
Wait, I think
this is Event Horizon. Oh, hang on.
I think
No,
it's the echo.
we got one repeat.
We got one. Let's see if the cancellation fix that. Hang on.
Okay. Oh, you got it. Oh, you got over there.
What? Hello? I think it worked.
I think it worked.
There we go.
Oh my God! Wait,
This is
play.
fantastic. This is fantastic.
Should you try to play guitar, or should we just stop
let's
right
not.
there?
No, I'm not even going to play guitar. And
Hold on,
don't
let me
you
try, let me
dare.
try. I'm curious to know.
Oh God.
Wait, that sounded. Yeah. Holy shit!
All right.
I think I fixed it.
Actually, my wife fixed it, to be honest.
Did she?
What, did she come in and kick something?
No, I didn't realize that I had the live still playing in the background and another.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
And I couldn't
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you guys because it kept looping and looping every time you guys kept talking. So I'm like, shit. Okay, hold on. Let me fix the camera angle.
Well,
Thank
let's.
you, baby. Now you guys can see my balls. There you
Thank you, Mrs. Pete Metal Show.
Yeah, thank you.
go. So that, thank you. Does it sound clear?
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. Let's let me play something Q so that I can hear the level between the two of you. So Pete, you can come up. Oh, it's done that ridiculous.
Underwater thing.
Is it? It's put the echo cancellation back on for some reason. What the hell?
That was me. Okay. I think that's better. All right, Trace, turn your guitar, Pete. Now we don't hear his guitar.
He's gone away again. This is the same thing that Rob's was doing. Yeah, D-side. We'd get him sounding good, and then it would turn the echo cancellation back on, and then he'd fade out.
And now we don't hear his
It
vocal.
was a USB bus problem. Because apparently StreamYard doesn't like it if the
Damn it.
interface is like too far away, like if it's too far down the USB chain, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had it working for like 30 seconds. It was awesome.
Yeah. We did.
Well, Pete, you want to just, now we don't hear your voice.
We haven't got anything. You've completely
Yeah.
disappeared again. All right, let's go back in here. I'm going to turn echo cancellation back on. Can you say something, Pete? Nothing.
Nothing.
What the hell is this? I mean, I hate to tell you this, Pete, but the way that we fixed it for Rob was he just went and bought new stuff. But shouldn't have to do that.
Where's Mitch?
Yeah, are you running a PC or a Mac, Pete? A Mac? Oh.
There's a problem right there.
No, because I'm running a Mac and
Oh.
it's yeah. So shut up.
Are you in Canada? Because that might be a problem.
Wow.
Are you using the metric system?
Am I breaking up with you? Is that what's going on? Anyway.
Well, at least the delay echo's gone.
Yeah, with everything else, unfortunately.
Wait, Pete, get your wife back in there.
Yeah, where's Mrs. Metal Show when you need her?
Live streaming, so much fun.
Alexis, I need to warn you about Drew. It's
Yeah.
it's sketchy. Anyway. Yeah, it could be the Pornhub tab. Yeah, Pornhub.
Yeah, maybe sign in on your phone to just chat.
Yeah.
And we can do something live. Like I know you're always like early morning, 10 or 11.
Well, we can do something at another time and just
shoot the shit.
do it purely as a video.
Wait. Your echo's back. Your guitar's working.
It knocked me out for some reason.
It was weird.
Am I back?
You're back, but you're echoey again.
So echo cancellation on. Oh,
yeah.
On now.
Hello, check one.
That's good. All right, let's not play, because when you played, it was when it freaked out. So I just want to talk to you. I want to ask you some questions about you and your channel, and it's kind of putting you on the spot, I know, but you love it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So,
well, Pete, I think it was I think it was just a few months ago. You know, I get recommended. Steve is like, I'm just saying how we met Pete was just recommendations, and I see this Pete Metal guy, and I'm like, holy shit. So I called Steve. Does it help when I do that? And it's like, dude, we got to talk to this guy. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
No, that's full. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Q told me he'd stumbled across your channel, and I went and checked it out. It's like, geez, this guy is like, a killer player. Looks like
that was somebody else. That's the Michael Metal show.
Oh, well, I thought it was Bernard. But Bernard and his riffmatic wonderment or something. Whatever it was that Quentin was calling it. But anyway, but yeah, and you're a walking encyclopedia of 70s, 80s, 90s metal kind of thing. Like, it's like, doesn't seem to be anything that you don't know. Like, people are throwing requests out and you're just throwing it. Now, are you secretly following tabs or charts or something, or is this literally all in your head?
In my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that person that when I would be with a band and they throw at me like, oh, we're gonna start at the key of G major or some shit like that. I'm sitting there going, what?
Right.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, it's I'm like, just start playing and I'll follow. That's me.
Right. So how long have you been playing? Did you take lessons?
No lessons, no.
Oh,
so the way my journey started was I rode motorcycles for most of my life, right? So as a kid, I started off with a dirt bike. Got into an accident, broke my collarbone. Then I was one of those kids that I needed to stay busy. And me in a cast, I was like, shit, okay, what do I do now? So I asked my dad for a guitar because I used to listen to back in the day. Back in the day was what, Striper, Poison,
right?
Yeah.
So Dad got me an acoustic guitar because I wanted an electric one. He was like, "No, I'm not getting you an electric one. I got you a motorcycle." And then finally, I kind of sort of convinced him. He was like, "If you can do something with this acoustic guitar, then we'll talk about getting you an electric one." Because basically, I'm a kid. They want to know how serious I am about it, right?
Yeah.
He gave me an acoustic guitar with a neck that was separated from the body.
The tremolo neck.
Right. So I couldn't do this thing for my life. So I was like, okay, so Dad, you want me to play any song? He's like, you play any song, then we'll think about getting you an electric guitar. So I tuned the first string and I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I was like, here you go, Dad. Where's my
nice?
Nice.
I got creative with it. So yeah. So I got my first guitar. I didn't know what the fuck I was buying, to be honest, because I just didn't know. So I was like, I honestly thought that if you just buy the guitar, it'll just sound the way it sounds in the videos.
I did exactly the same thing when I was 14. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
That was me. And then didn't realize that you had to buy an amplifier. You had to buy cables. You had to buy pick, extra strings. I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. I had to buy effect pedals. I'm like, oh, this is a rabbit hole. I can't do this. So then I started the journey of learning. And funny enough, and I'm pretty sure you've heard of this book, There was a book that came out. I wanted to solo so bad. I wanted to learn how to solo. I didn't care about rhythm. Troy Statina.
Oh yeah.
Speed Mechanics.
Yeah, absolutely. I have that book.
I still have it with the tape.
Yep.
With the tape. I don't know if the tape even moves anymore, but yeah.
No, I've got the cassette tape somewhere. Yeah.
And so, I started listening to some of the guitar works, and that's when I started learning tabs.
Right.
But yeah, that was basically it. It was the journey just continued from there. Funny enough, what helped me learn the fretboard was actually playing songs from Green Day.
Steve, can you highlight Sanders' last comment?
Probably. That one?
No. Sandra.
It
one
moved.
Above that.
It moved. Hang on.
There we go.
I'm too slow with the
Go sub to Pete. Not just because he's on here. He's a fucking monster. So go sub to his channel.
And a bloody decent guy.
That's not me. That's Mike.
Mike Metal.
The Mike Metal Show.
That's the shirtless guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So what was it about the Green Day stuff? Just the fact that it was like simple power chord grooves?
Yep.
Or just hooky. Just a hook, man.
That too. It was a combination of both. And then funny enough, because I would play it over and over and over and over again. And then Nirvana came out. I'm like, they suck. They took away all the fun from all the soloing. But I remember just playing one day and I accidentally hit the string a certain way. And I was like, oh, what is that? And you're going to laugh at me when I tell you this, but I just kept practicing it and going crazy with it. And then here comes Zach Wild with his style.
That's harmonic.
Wait, not yet. It wasn't until my late 20s I didn't know that this had an actual name.
Right.
Somebody like, oh, I love your pinch harmonics. I'm like, what? Your pinch harmonics? What is that? That has a name? I thought it was just, accidental notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know it was a pinch harmonic until
later. Alexis, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in.
Damn it! I want to jam. Can we try and see?
We'll see what happens. It may just punt you off again because this is exactly what it did to Rob.
Really?
Yeah, where it was like,
was Rob on his PC or was he on his Mac?
I think he tried both, and I think he's now on his Mac. He basically kind of bought my rig, was what he did, and now it's working fine. But he did have to go shopping, unfortunately. What rig
do you have?
Basically, what I've got is the Boss Gigcaster, which I mean, it's a streaming interface. I mean, there's lots of them out there. Obviously, there's the Rodecaster Pro 2.
But that's the thing. I have the Zoom AMS 24.
Oh, so that should work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be now. You're playing purely with plugins, right?
Right now, yeah. I'm using the Jeff Loomis's plugin.
So all I can think is got to be a signal routing thing that is causing it to kind of trip out.
So what I found out was while I was clicking away is that I just saw in the settings, and Rob's over here texting me like crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm ignoring him. Where was it that I saw it? It was an audio. Okay. So there's a drop down where it says mic, and it went to Universal Audio Thunderbolt.
Okay.
And I'm driving it through my AMS 24.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. It jumped to that. That's why I lost audio and everything. So.
Okay.
So now I just got to keep checking that and make sure it doesn't jump over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, let's give it a go, shall we?
Go. Let's do it, man. I'm dying to play. I want to play.
Right. Well, exactly, right? That's why. It's part of the reason we really wanted to kind of interview you and just make people aware of you and get you some more subs and everything. So, did it turn your echo cancellation back on?
No, that's the regular echo.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Wait, you guys want to hear something funny though?
Go on.
This is the joke that I started since I was like 16. So see if this sounds familiar, and then I'll add the lyrics. Ready?
Okay.
Ready for the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
Porn.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. All right. Well, this is especially for Q because he loves these. So we're gonna do
E minor.
E minor.
You're almost there.
A minor.
E major.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
He does this to me.
When did you get a headless guitar? I'm just now noticing this.
Oh, I've got like 5 guitars.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen this one. What is
The guy who gave me the Dave gave me the MX5, gave me this too. It's a Eert. I don't want to tune my fucking Floyd down a half a step permanently, Steve. And I've got a my favorite guitar is actually just my Mexican Strat. It's got an Invader in the bridge, and I just pull the trim back, and you know.
Is that from Seymour Duncan? Good Lord, you got a lot of springs back there.
Oh yeah, it's basically a hardtail. I just pull it back to the body and put in 5 springs. So yeah, Seymour Duncan Invader. It's a little hotter than like a JB.
You know, me and Seymour Duncan, we just don't mesh for some reason. I just don't like it. I had it on my.
I think Steve agrees.
Yeah, doing the job that I do, I just have to, be able to look my clients in the eye and recommend stuff that I trust. And while Seymour Duncan do make some great sounding pickups, they're not as flexible as some of the Damasios and Rio Grandes and stuff. So like a coil split, JB always sounds like a coil split humbucker. It never quite captures that openness of a single coil. Whereas a lot of other pickup makers now can actually get really good open, that top end presence, kind of thing. The other thing with Seymour Duncan is their quality control is garbage. So
really,
oh god, yeah. I mean, the amount of failures that I see with them, like dead ones out the box, ones with the threaded holes on the ears for the height adjustment, like punched out to like, a quarter of an inch kind of thing. It's like, how did that get through quality control? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything with that, so yeah. So from that point of view, yeah, I just don't trust them. And in fact, actually, when I had my store 10 plus years ago, the Seymour Duncan rep came in, a new rep. He goes, "I hear you won't stock Seymour Duncans." I'm like, "Nope." And he said, "Okay, I want you to pick a dozen, anything you like from the catalog. We'll put it on my sample account, and let's see what happens," kind of thing. For a start, in order to get 12 pickups, and I didn't pick anything weird. Like the weirdest thing I think I picked was a 7-string distortion in white. That was the weirdest thing. Everything else was, black, cream, zebras, whatever. Very, very obvious stuff. It took over 9 months to get the 12 pieces.
Oh my god!
And 9 of the 12 pieces had something wrong with them.
Oh my god!
And when the final one showed up, and it was clearly like a repack with all the packaging scuffed and all that sort of thing, and the rep looked at me and he went, "Yeah, you don't have to say a word. I'll just I'll just take these away." I'm like, yeah. He like the Seymour Duncan really embarrassed him on that one because I just proved my point. And it was weird because like back in the early 90s, I was seeing lots of failures with them. So I actually emailed them, and they basically called me an idiot.
Oh,
and yeah, who are you? What do you know? Kind of thing. So I then sent back a way more detailed email, like with all the like ohm readings, all that sort of stuff, specifically what I was seeing. And they were like, "Oh, well, we haven't seen any of this stuff." I'm like, really? Like, and I just went off on them. And then the next email I got was that they were going to use my emails as templates for quality control meetings. So clearly they did have problems and they knew about it. But
they chose to ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was dumb stuff. And they still do dumb stuff. Where'd you go, Q?
Yeah, to take a dump.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, like it was dumb stuff like the original Hot Rails and the little 59s and everything. Remember those? They had like what looked like a bobbin, but it was just like a plastic cap that the pole pieces stuck through.
Oh yeah,
and it had Seymour Duncan screen printed on it, right? And they would fall off. And I had so many clients who'd be like mid gig, and then suddenly like
boom.
Their bass string stopped working, and it was because the pickup cap was stuck in the strings,
Right.
And I mean, I got pretty sarcastic with the guy that I was talking to at Duncan, and I said, like, it's got your name on it. Surely you want that to stay put,
Right?
And so they've changed the design of those now. You've probably seen they look a little different. What they've done though is they've now got a completely enclosed plastic cover, kind of like a Strat cover.
Yeah.
But the coil assembly and magnets and everything is just like glued into it. Like the height screws don't attach to the actual pickup assembly at all. So I've had customers where they've had one in for like 6 months and they go, yeah, my pickup's gone quiet. And I'm just like, well, that's because it's no longer inside the cover. It's dropped into the bottom of the cavity.
Wow.
And it's like, so they redesigned it and just created a new problem. I mean, it's a problem that is fixed with crazy glue, but from that point of view,
all I know is that I can never.
Q lost power because of the storms. Shit.
No.
Okay. Yeah,
that's okay.
Well,
you and I will.
We'll give it a go. So yeah, E major. Let's give this a go, man. But that's my Seymour Duncan story.
Look, me with Seymour Duncans, I've tried many of them. The Seymour Duncan blackouts were I think it was the first ones. That was with my Kelly, and they were just way. And that's the thing. I love distortion, but they were just way too hot.
Right.
And then it was what were the ones that came originally with I had the Jackson RR, and those came with Seymour Duncans, and I just wasn't feeling it either. I feel like
I think the thing is the go-to set is always the JB and the 59, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Or JB and a Jazz sometimes,
Look, DiMarzio for me all the way because I love these pickups. So badass. Yep. I think they're called something Storm. Gravity
Storm.
Yes. Yep. These are.
Yeah, I have Gravity Storms in my floral too.
Oh, which brings a question.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about pickups. I just know what I like. My ears like.
Yep.
I didn't know that this was Gravity Storm bridge, Gravity Storm neck. I was not aware of that.
Right.
I was like, oh, I thought that you had to switch the combination in order to get that soft tone, I guess is
right.
A better word. So is it the bridge? Is it because of the position where it sits in the neck? It makes that tone.
Typically, what they'll do. Thanks, Ben. Tom. Typically, what they'll do is they'll voice them and create an output that balances for the position that it's in. So you can imagine that a bridge pickup, right, closer to the bridge, the strings are not moving that much. It's because it's right off the saddles. The strings themselves are not. And do you understand like how an alternator in a car works? Okay, so basically a pickup is an alternator. So you need 3 ingredients. You need a winding, you need a magnet, and you need steel.
Right on.
And one of those 3 things has to move. As long as one of them moves, you generate current. So with a guitar pickup, it's the string that's moving, it's the steel, right?
Right.
Whereas in an alternator, it's the magnet and coil assembly that spins in the middle and the steel stays put.
Right.
So that's how it works. So it's generating a current, very small one, but that's what it's doing. And so, yes, the strings move far less here than they do here.
What pickups are those?
So this is a Tone Zone, an FS1, and a PAF Pro.
Okay, because I'm thinking about possibly switching out pickups on my King V.
Okay.
Not the black one. It has EMGs 81 and 81, and I'm really trying to like them, and I'm not vibing with them at all.
Yeah.
And I remember just loving EMGs, and I don't know if it's because of the wood. I'm thinking maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, well, and also the EMGs are it's fair to say they're a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
But the trick they do is amazing. So if it's the trick that you want, then they're the best pickup on the face of the planet, right? So
I honestly think that the Fishmans have ruined me.
right, the Fluents, yeah, and the reason for that I can guarantee is because they are more sonically flexible. You can do more with them, whereas the original EMG design, they got the design wrong. It's a low impedance coil paired to a high impedance preamp, so it's a mismatch. And that's why they sound hotter than they actually are. It makes single notes like jump out or seemingly jump out with incredible attack.
To me, it's weird. Maybe it's my ears, but this is how I hear them. So it's 81 at the bridge, 81 at the neck.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm playing clean, it's too bright.
Yep.
And then when I'm playing a distortion, feel like there's not enough oomph.
Right.
Which is weird.
Well, okay, so and you feel it's not enough oomph when you're playing chords as opposed to single notes, right?
Right.
Okay, that's because of the high impedance, low impedance mismatch between the coil and the preamp. So when you play single notes, they artificially kind of jump out at you and seem hotter than they are. But as soon as you play chords, even just a 2-note power chord, they run out of headroom and compress. So if you set your rig up to go with that, they work really well. But if you've got a rig that is more designed for, the typical tone of a passive pickup or whatever, the EMGs are weird in that sense. So, you look at a player like, Zach Wild, and obviously the EMGs work perfectly for him.
Right.
Yeah,
But I also feel like Gibson guitars just work really well. Because I have a pair of Fishman Fluents on my Gibson Les Paul Custom, and they sound incredible. Kelly, the custom shop that I have, also has Fishman Fluents Moderns. However, and I think, again, it goes back to the alder wood rather than mahogany. Like the mahogany has a darker tone, so it just fits right. And then alder is a little bit more brighter. And then combined with the Fishmans, it doesn't sound as good. It sounds good, not as good as the Gibson.
But again, because of the Fishman's voicing options and that sort of thing, you can dial them in.
Right.
Because you've got at least 2 or 3 switching options on each pickup.
Yeah, I have. Let me see, voice 1, voice 2, voice 1. I have like 4 different voices on that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you can kind of find the sweet spot on those selection of voicings that work with whatever wood is. So for me, I love DiMarzio's, but the original Evolution was designed to be in an older bodied guitar. That white gem is older bodied. So when you drop them into a basswood body guitar, they are not nice at all. They have this kind of rizzy top end because the basswood has that like very slight scoop and a push at the top and bottom voicing naturally, whereas older is a little warmer and a little flatter kind of thing. And so what you end up with is you get this aggressive ceramic pickup and then a push in the top end off the bodywood, and it makes everything sound like a triple rectifier. Everything's a bit rizzy. Kind of, and it sort of fatigues your ears within about 30 minutes playing. So I put Evolutions into my glow in the dark gem years ago, and what I realized after a while was I wasn't playing the guitar. And it was because of the Evolution in the bridge position.
Oh,
so because I found it annoying. It was fatiguing kind of thing.
Right.
So I put a saturate in it, which is way more appropriate. And retired the that Evolution into my ash-bodied Paisley Strat,
right?
Which it works beautifully in because it's a dark-sounding piece of ash,
right? So that's what the Evolution, just like on the gem, the yellow one I have. The Evolutions on that thing is what, basswood, American basswood, I think it is.
Yep.
Really good. I'm like, oh yeah, this is perfect. So.
Now, but is that original Evos or is that an Evo 2 you've got in the bridge?
So this is the reissue, 30th anniversary. So I'm assuming it's the new one.
I think it's an Evo 2.
I think so too.
Which is just, it's all that harshness is kind of reined back in a little bit.
Yeah. It's pretty dialed in. It sounds incredible when I plug in every time. I'm like, oh my God, It sounds so good.
Yeah. And like I say, the Evo didn't sound bad, but like I say, it had frequencies in it that once you played it for a while, you were like, this is tiring kind of thing, like your ears didn't like it after 20, 30 minutes kind of thing. So, but yeah, so for me, like my favorite bridge pickups, Tone Zone, Evo 2, The Breed. I like Super Distortions, I like my raw wood Strat. You might have seen me use that's got an Air Norton in it, but then with an EMG booster in it, so it can kind of go from slightly hopped up vintage to more like a Tone Zone kind of thing. Okay. I mean, I like X2Ns, again, another old design, here's another
one for you. So this guitar I added, I don't know if you can see that. Look at the trem bar.
Oh, it's the I forget the name of it, but I see the logo on it. Yeah.
So I had to take the bridge apart, right? Mm-hmm. And I was so excited, and then only to realize that the pole at the bottom is loose. It sits in the body like it. I was like, oh shit, that's not good. But I still slapped it back on, and it still works fine. But how bad is it to keep playing like that?
Well, when you say, do you mean the main two posts here are loose?
The main two posts, the one at the bottom, not the one at the top is fine. It's sturdy.
Okay,
it's the one at the
bottom.
So
what you need to check is, because a lot of these edge units actually have locking studs. There is actually a screw hiding inside it that locks it in place. The idea being that you can take the trem out, do whatever you want, drop it back in, and you haven't lost your adjustments. It's a 1.5 millimeter Allen key.
No way.
So basically just put one of those in there and see if you find something that will screw in. And if so, just snug that up and it locks the stud.
This is the Edge Pro 2?
Yeah, I think they have, because like I say, lurking in there, I can put a little Allen key in there and lock the post.
Yeah, on the Low Pro Edge, I know that one has. But this one,
check that one as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. See? I knew there was a reason why I had to hop on live. All right, let's jam, bro. Let's jam. I want to play.
All right, let's see what we got.
Hopefully it doesn't screw up.
Well, if it does, it does, and we'll just stop and we'll call it.
You want to do something bluesy?
Yeah. Well, this is another funk jam, but I don't know what style it is. 125 BPM, and like say in E major.
Sure.
So she sharp minor if you want to.
Sharp minor is fine with me.
Minor. Surely there must be some kind of mistake. All right. You want to start? You want me to start?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
All right. Then you can start. Oh shit! it ended. Yeah.
That was fun, man. That was fun.
Yeah, that was wicked. Yeah, we got to get your tone sorted out because again, that echo cancellation thing was kicking back in and giving you that slightly underwater thing going on. But
oh no way, really?
I think we all got a good idea. Just what shit you're capable of doing, man. It's awesome.
It's a facade. It's a figment of your imagination.
Oh God, yeah. Likewise. Ignore me doing this. Can you play any notes? No, but look at this.
No, but look at right. You cheated on the I was like, oh, I don't have that.
Yeah. I should have played that more. Yeah, the kill switch. God, I've been using kill switches for 30 plus years. Yeah.
This is why I love the Les Paul. It's the only thing I can do.
Well, see, I never use tone control. So like, oh shit, I'll just break my output jack. Why don't I? So yeah, so no tone control. Switch.
Oh no way!
And it's either a toggle.
You got rid of it.
I mean, so this is an old one, right? So this is just a toggle switch, Tom Morello, and then obviously more recent ones have got push buttons. So
no way.
Yeah, way.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! It just sucks that my sound went wonky. I guess in the middle of the whole thing.
Yeah. It's so we'll figure it out. Like I say, Rob was having exactly the same trouble where we'd get it sorted out, and then he'd start playing, and it would change. It would switch. And I tried it when you were playing. I turned the echo cancellation off, and it was echoing the backing track. So of course the drums were just tripping all over themselves. It was like, whoops, no, can't do that. So yeah,
that's wild. I don't know what and you're running through a Mac, right?
Yep. Nothing fancy, just an M1 MacBook Air.
Yeah, and I have the M1 MacBook Pro. That's funny.
There you go. So
it should function just right. I don't know if it's Zoom or if it's the actual. What about StreamYard? Are you running that through Chrome or?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm doing the same thing. We're pretty much mirrored in that part.
Yeah.
The only difference is I'm running.
You're running a Zoom and I'm running a Boss. So.
Right. And it's running. Everything.
So there's just got to be a setting somewhere that's not happy. It's got a conflict there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back and listen to this. To this, what do you call it? Stream and see.
Yeah.
What kind of disappointment I'm going to hear.
You're not going to be happy. I know. Yeah. Because you'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah. So. Erase. Get rid of it. Do over.
Yeah. Mulligan. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What time do you guys stream till usually?
We usually just go for an hour, so we're an hour and a half now. So there you go.
Hour and a half.
So that's cool. So yeah, we'll call it quits. And like I say, what we can do is we can just set up a time with you to like just do like a private live, like not actually a live, just do it in StreamYard and experiment with some settings and see if we can get it sorted out for you. Because that's what we did with Rob. We had him on a few times.
Yeah,
and finally figured it out.
I was hoping that I wasn't gonna run into that issue. Like, I got a Mac. I ain't gonna have no problem. He had a PC.
Mm-hmm.
They're always
well. The PCs are weird because there's quirks with the PCs. So a feature that a PC has that a Mac doesn't have is you do have, in effect, a mixer built into the Windows audio, and that you can actually turn the inputs and outputs up and down, which you can't do on a Mac, kind of thing.
Oh,
But Windows will adjust those for you when you don't want it to. So you'll be playing at whatever level you want. You change something, like you click on another program or something, and it changes the output volume.
so is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, because it goes quiet. And they're like, what the hell happened to my signal? It's like,
So it'll adjust it.
Yeah.
Not in your favor.
It'll adjust it to whatever software you clicked on and then not put it back, kind of thing. Like it's so guys that are running StreamYard and this sort of stuff on a PC, they're in the habit of like checking that like master setting before they do anything, because it will change every time that they do something else other than StreamYard. Whatever setting they chose has changed.
Damn.
It's so weird.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do, computers? Maybe if I do what Mr. Guitar Talk Universe does, is reboot the whole thing, shut it off.
Yeah.
Shut it off.
Just have a tornado. That's all you need. There you go. That's the ultimate reboot. You know,
I'm in Florida. And we're having no kind of tornadoes. It's just straight oven outside when you go out.
Yeah.
Straight
no, well, because obviously Ted's in Florida, just basically Fort Lauderdale-ish, and he was saying, it's in the 90s and the humidity's up there too, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm in Orlando area, so
right.
Same. The difference is he's probably closer to the water than I am, so he could just go to the beach.
I don't know that, actually. You'd have to ask him.
Yeah,
he's in the chat. How close are you to the beach there, Ted?
He's in Fort Lauderdale. It's right there.
He's not actually in Fort Lauderdale. He's that part of the state, though. So.
Oh, okay. I'm in inland, so I have to like travel an hour, and any which way I go, I have to travel over an hour to get to the beach. So I'm right smack in the middle.
Right.
But I have Disney.
Well, good. There you go. Problem solved.
And I'm not a theme park person at all. But when my daughter gets older, I'm going to have to suck it up and start going to these parks.
Okay, I'm going to end the stream. Don't disappear anywhere. I want to get like an email address off you or something, and then that way we can communicate and set something up. So,
absolutely. Down. I can hear an echo even with that.
It's weird, huh?
And my volume is completely off.
Yep.
Weird. Okay. Go for it.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. And thank you to Pete for coming on and putting up with all the crazy gremlins. So, we will figure it out. Quentin's a sad loser because he lets the weather tell him what to do. And, there we go.
Bye, chat. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. All right.